We started out at Estero campus when we first moved here from West Virginia, and then we transferred over to the Cape once they opened it up here. So we've been here since the first week. We actually decided to get involved right before we started attending. So we actually did Next Steps when we were at the Estero campus. And so our first serving was actually at the Cape. And to be honest, I didn't even know that kids ministry was my calling. I showed up to Next Steps and I was like, well, where's the need? Like, where do you guys need me? Like, I don't necessarily feel a specific calling, but I do feel a calling to serve. So I was like, well, where do you need me? And they're like, well, we could use somebody in, the kids room. Like, we always need more guys in the kids room. So I was like, great, let's do it. Like, I don't have a preference. Like, I can hang out with some kids. Like my child's not that bad most days. So really it just came down to what the church needed at the time and the fact that I knew that I was supposed to be serving. And I didn't know that it really mattered where. I just knew that if it was gonna move at some point, it would, and it would be natural, but I just kind of took the calling when it came. It's going on 2.5 years I've been in the room, and it's been absolutely fantastic. It's been really cool to watch the kids grow up, because I mean, you talk about 2 years, that's a good bit of time, especially during those developmental years where you can see kids really start to learn, and then some of my 10, 11, 12-year-old kids, they're starting to really be able to use some really cool ideas along with the things that we've talked about. So you can see them grow and how they're able to use the lessons that we have in the class to take outside the classroom. It brings a lot of value. Kids need people to just love on them. And so it's really cool to get to just come in, and even when they're challenging weeks, you get like an hour and a half and you get to make a big impact and you get to create relationships. And so for me, it's just create a sense of belonging. It's created value that I can love and pour on to the kids. You make a huge difference and an impact. And then when they come back the next week and they tell you about how they made a difference in the world, like you get to grow up with them, and you get to make a true lasting impact on kids' lives. And I get to have those relationships, and I get to have kids come in and call me Uncle Matt. So, I mean, it's just really cool to be able to have that and to have that community here in the room.